They been cramping my style all week. Craving chocolate trees, checking pants, checking seeds, sipping herbal tea, and fight for menstrual equity. Sheesh, man, I kick Cramp's ass. 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 You're now tuned in to the Kick Cramp's Ass podcast with your host, Brittany Walker, advocating for menstrual equity, period poverty, and womb wellness. New episodes on Menstruation Mondays.
Welcome to the Kick Cramp's Ass podcast, where I'm your host, Brittany Walker. And today we're going to be talking about premenstrual disorder, PMD, and also premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is PMDD, because April is the awareness month for both disorders. All right, so we like to kick off each episode with the I am power statement. I representing inspiration, A representing affirmations, and M representing manifestations. And the I am power statement for today is, I am patient and compassionate with myself during this time as I learn the best self-care and love options to treat PMD or PMDD. Ashe. All right, guys, and you know we also like to give a quote of the day, and today's is, if we ignore menstruation, we will get none of this right, and if we encompass menstruation, we will get everything right, and that's by Jennifer Wise Wolf. All right, guys, now you know we are always having a sip of some good old Cramp elixir, our pain-free remedy to get rid of menstrual cramps and other PMS symptoms. So we're going to take a good old sip and cut to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Have you tried our bestseller, the Cramp elixir? It's our herbal tea blend designed to reduce and eliminate menstrual cramps, PMS symptoms, and other uterine health issues that are hindering your day-to-day progress. Our elixir may decrease inflammation, reduce stress and anxiety, regulate blood flow, balance your mood, and it can kick Cramp's ass. It includes a variety of herbs including hibiscus, red raspberry leaf, calendula, motherwort, ashwagandha, plus more. Head over to kickcrampsass.org and grab yours today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. So let's get into what is premenstrual disorder or PMD. Now, it is a common condition when menstruators experience recurring physical and emotional symptoms leading up to menstruation, typically 1 to 2 weeks before your actual period starts. Now, some common symptoms include, but are not limited to, mood swings, irritability, bloating, breast tenderness, headaches, and fatigue, which can be really severe. Now, a current statistic is, according to the National Library of Medicine in 2023, in the United States, approximately 70 to 90% of women in the reproductive age group report at least some premenstrual discomfort. All right, guys, so that just shows you pretty much anybody that is in a menstruating age has the possibility of acquiring PMD. So this is very critical. Now, the actual causes are still unknown. Now, research is vague and the details are still considered to be unknown. Now, there is some speculation that hormonal fluctuations during the menstrual cycle play a significant role, changes in the brain chemistry, particularly with your serotonin levels, that are also thought to contribute, and then possibly even genetics based off of an individual's body's makeup. So it could be a plethora of things why PMD is happening. Now, with the fluctuation in hormonal levels, this is nothing new. This is also associated with other uterine issues like fibroids, endometriosis, infertility. Now let's talk about ways to potentially treat PMD. Now, Western ideologies thinks tracking your menstrual cycle over several months is how a menstruator is officially diagnosed with PMD. And typically, the treatment is some sort of medication, possibly an antidepressant or even birth control. Now, we talked about tracking cycles in previous episodes. We've talked about how important it is to keep up with your cycle. So that's something you can manage on your own. But of course, if symptoms are getting too severe, we always recommend seeing a health professional to seek further assistance. Now, of course, we're all about holistic approaches to treating your menstrual cycle, having a better manageable menstrual cycle, a pain-free menstrual cycle. So let's talk about holistic approaches to try healing PMD with proven strategies. Now, consider making lifestyle changes. We know that this can be difficult based off of cultural, religious, socioeconomic factors or heavy influences. However, shifting your mindset once you discover potential alternatives is heavily encouraged. Besides, if you try a process that is healthier and helps decrease the symptoms that you experience, then why not give it a try? So, let's talk about eating a nutritious diet, consuming all of the food groups in a variety of colors in each meal. So we're talking about plant proteins, complex carbohydrates, not simple carbohydrates, but complex, seeded fruits, whole grains, healthy fats, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and herbs. Now you could discover more about specific food items that aligns with these food groups during our episode that was actually the season premiere for season 2, Why is Nutrition So Important for Your Menstrual Cycle? We'll put the link of that episode in the description of this episode. Now, also, consuming different foods and herbs can help regulate your hormonal levels, like we talked about earlier, and avoid unwanted chemical reactions in the body. So, for example, that's mood swings, irritability, and emotional outbursts. All right, guys. We also want to focus on limiting processed, salty, or sugary foods and beverages. Now, another change that can help prevent PMD holistically is moving your body as much as possible. Now, indulging in regular physical activity for a minimum of 30 minutes daily, whether you are walking your dog around the neighborhood, taking a dance class, or swimming some laps in the ocean, the pool, or wherever you prefer to swim. Now, you can always engage in Pilates for Periods, which is our fitness and mindfulness program on our Pilates for Periods YouTube page. We'll include the link to that page in the description of this episode. But also eliminating stress. If this is not your first time listening to our episode, then you have heard us say this before. Now, if it does not add value to your life, including people, places, or things, release what no longer serves you, disrespect your boundaries, or prevent you from becoming the best version of yourself. That is extremely helpful with managing your stress levels. You can also engage in regular activities that help lift your spirit and help remove the stress from your body. So this could be journaling, taking a soak, snuggling up with your favorite book, taking a walk in nature to ground yourself and reset, or even meditation, which is something you can also find on our Pilates for Periods fitness and mindfulness page. All right, guys? Then additionally, we encourage you to decrease alcohol and your caffeine intake. Now, April is also Alcohol Awareness Month. So just be mindful of adding unwanted chemicals and sugars to the body that may increase inflammation, mood imbalances, or add unwanted stress to the body. And then lastly, for the holistic approaches, we want to talk about getting a minimum of 7 hours of sleep daily to allow your body to reset. You may think that your body can go and go and go like the Energizer Bunny, but guess what? Your body actually needs time to rejuvenate. So anything past 7 hours is really, really good for your body. All right, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. Tired of clunky remote recordings? Level up with Riverside FM Pro. Get studio quality audio and video effortless editing with powerful AI tools, and seamless live streaming and collaboration. Become a pro of Riverside.fm and unlock the full potential of your content. Sign up today and make your voice heard. Visit the link in the description of this episode to discover more. Now, back to the show. Welcome back. We hope that you enjoyed that commercial break. Now let's get into what is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMDD. Now, we just got finished talking about premenstrual disorder, PMD, and sometimes these two often get confused, so often overlooked and leading to a delay in diagnosis. PMDD is a severe form of premenstrual syndrome, which is PMS, happening during the ovulation and luteal phases of your menstrual cycle. So that's typically 1 to 2 weeks before your cycle, up to 14 days. Now, this may significantly interfere with your work, relationships, and just daily activities. Now, common symptoms include severe depression, which is like feelings of hopelessness, extreme marked anxiety, tension, or feeling on edge about everything. You might have extreme mood swings, irritability, or anger outbursts. You may even have feelings of being overwhelmed or feeling like you're out of control. You may also experience difficulty with concentrating or trying to stay focused. There may be a lack of interest in your usual favorite activities, even some of the things we just described that might allow you to manage your stress levels. And then in some cases, unfortunately, suicidal thoughts are present when PMDD is being experienced by a menstruator. Now, current statistics for PMDD include, according to Health Center 2024, PMDD can raise at any time during a woman's reproductive years, although the average of onset is 26 years. Then also the Recovery Village in 2021 reports that 30% of menstruators with PMDD attempts suicide. Now, similar to PMD, the cause is unknown. Western ideologies are the same as far as treatment is concerned, and our holistic recommendations are exactly the same. So we want to then talk. Therefore, it is essential to adopt these holistic practices and attempt them on your own, since you already have to wait several months to gauge your symptoms by tracking your cycle or to oversee what symptoms may be coming in and out. This is still a great opportunity to shift some of the things that you may be eating, getting rid of these fried foods, trying more holistic whole foods that are nutrient dense, making sure that you're incorporating the exercise, eliminating stress. All of these things are extremely pivotal for your menstrual health overall and could assist in decreasing or prevention of premenstrual disorder, which is PMD, or premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is PMDD. All right, guys. Now let's talk about how to support your friends and family who may be experiencing either condition. It is imperative to educate yourself before any assistance, reading legitimate and reputable resources. So don't just go to your friends and family and giving your opinion, not knowing anything about the condition, what it entails, and how it can truly affect your loved ones. We also ask you to listen and validate, ensuring that you understand their perspective and respect their wishes in treatment or how they want to go about handling this condition. So telling them, hey, if I was in your shoes, this is what I would do, or you need to go see this doctor, or okay, if you just want to keep being in pain, that's your fault. Those are not the correct options to encourage, empower, or even support your loved ones during this time. This is very painful for them. These are things that are affecting their day-to-day activities. So having that negative context or that perspective may not be the best approach. Okay, guys? And then offering support by extending a listening ear, assisting them while they're on their period, expressing empathy for what they're going through, or just simply asking, "What may I do to assist you or help you during this time?" Those are very important tools that you can use, just 3 easy steps to support your loved ones and friends during this time. And lastly, we do definitely want to talk about organizations or resources that support PMD and PMDD. And we would like to recognize the International Association for Premenstrual Disorders, the IAPMD, which you can locate at www.iapmd.org. They are advocating and giving support for both PMD and PMDD. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and cut to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you. Periods got you down? Kick cramps to the curb with Pilates for Periods. Our online program combines targeted Pilates, soothing yoga, calming meditation, and breath work to help you manage your menstrual cycle naturally. Feel stronger, calmer, and more in control. Reclaim your comfort. Visit Pilates for Periods YouTube page linked in the description of this episode and start your journey to a more manageable cycle today. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. Now, let's talk about the latest news, announcements, and events. Now, last season, we launched our Resource Center March of 2024 during Nutrition Awareness Month. So we still have that Resource Center, guys, providing you with ample of resources and tools and guidance to support your menstrual cycle. We still have our menstrual hygiene products, our Cramp elixir, like we mentioned earlier. Cheers to those who have ordered. It is one of our best sellers, and we also offer an array of other products and services. All right, guys, we have our Goddess Potion bath soak. We also have menstrual therapy that you can sign up for a complimentary consultation. We have our Pilates for Periods, as we mentioned earlier, for our fitness and mindfulness program. All right, guys, we also offer workshops, speaking engagements. So just take time to go to our website at kickcrampsass.org and just check everything out and see what we have to offer, as we want to continue to serve, educate, and heal all those who menstruate. All right, guys. Still accepting listeners' mail, so feel free to comment to this episode. If it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, whatever platform you're listening on, we read all of the comments. Feel free to email us at contact@kickcrampsass.org if you like something more personalized, or if you want something that's a little more private that you don't want the public to have access to. All right, guys. Now, just to recap, we did want to acknowledge that April again is Premenstrual Disorder Awareness Month and also Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder Awareness Month. And that's what we were discussing today. We wanted to tell you guys what it is, statistics, how it's currently being treated, how there's currently not any causes, but there are a lot of holistic approaches that have been beneficial and that is recommended by specialists. All right, guys, and just talking about how you can also support your loved ones that are experiencing these things, and additional resources and organizations that you can go to learn more, to educate yourself. And if you are currently experiencing the symptoms, just giving you an opportunity to learn more for yourself before you seek assistance from a health professional. All right, guys. So be sure to like the podcast, guys. Subscribe to our website at kickcrampsass.org. Subscribe to our YouTube channels at Kick Cramps Ass and Pilates for Periods for additional resources and tools that will assist you to guide you to a more manageable menstrual cycle. We want to send gratitude out to all of you for tuning in on this good old Menstruation Monday. All right, guys, and we want to manifest a positive, productive, and peaceful menstrual journey ahead. We look forward to speaking with you on next Menstruation Monday. Peace.